You know, in our nonstop, noisy world, there's this other kind of power. It's a quiet strength, one that can grab a whole room's attention without even trying to. Let's get into it.
Okay, so have you ever noticed something kind of strange? Just think about the last time you were in a meeting, or maybe a party. There's this weird thing that happens, this paradox, and I'm willing to bet you've seen it play out.
You know who I'm talking about, right? The person who just has to fill every single second of silence. They've got an opinion on everything, and they make sure you hear it.
But the funny thing is, for all that noise, their words just don't seem to land. They get your attention, sure, but they don't get your respect.
But then there's the quiet one. Just picture them for a second. The person who doesn't say much, who seems totally fine just watching, taking it all in. And somehow everyone notices them. They're not fighting for the spotlight, but it just seems to find them. And when they finally do speak, the whole room goes quiet and leans in. So what is going on here? What makes that silence so powerful?
Well, it's not magic. It's actually psychology. There's something really powerful happening when a person decides, not to fill every single moment with sound. So let's break down what's actually going on inside our heads.
So silence. In a world that is just screaming for our attention 24/7, silence does something pretty radical. It creates this kind of vacuum, a void. But here's the thing, that void isn't actually empty.
It creates what we can call space. And I don't mean physical space. It's a mental pause, an emotional one. It's this opening that just completely shatters the pattern of constant noise and forces our brains to, shift gears.
And what happens in that space? Well, the human brain hates a vacuum. It just has to fill it. So people start to wonder, what are they thinking? They start watching you more closely, your body language. They start to feel your energy, your actual presence, and it's not just about your words anymore.
And this taps into something so fundamental about us. We are just drawn to mystery. When someone doesn't put all their cards on the table right away, it triggers our curiosity. It's like, because it's scarce, their words, when they finally come, feel so much more valuable. So you see, it's not just about being quiet for the sake of it. It's about what that quietness communicates. It's a signal of what's going on inside. It's a quality we call presence. Let's think about the two different mindsets here. On one hand, you've got the anxious mind. To that mind, silence is a threat. It feels like a failure, something you have to fix with more words, right now. But then there's the secure mind. It gets that pauses are a natural part of any conversation. It's not worried about being misunderstood, because it knows its value doesn't come from getting a thumbs up every 5 seconds.
And this right here, this is the key. We mix up being quiet with being shy all the time. But real quiet confidence, it's the total opposite. It's this deep internal security. It's the freedom that comes from knowing you have absolutely nothing to prove, moment to moment.
Just let that sink in. Think about all the noise we make, all the effort we spend trying to prove our value. A lot of the time, it actually works against us. Real impact, the kind that lasts, isn't heard. It's felt. It comes from that calm, centered energy, from your presence. Okay, so we get the why now, this psychology behind it, but how do we actually do this? How do we build this skill? Let's talk about a few practical things you can literally try in your very next conversation.
All right, here are 3 simple but really powerful steps. Number 1, just let the moment breathe. Seriously, you don't have to jump in and fill every single pause. Second, stay relaxed. Your body language says a lot, so keep that eye contact, show you're comfortable. And finally, number 3, speak with intent. This means you say less, but what you do say really matters.
So I think it's time we completely reframe how we think about silence. It's not emptiness. It's not a lack of anything.
It is control. The control to just pause, to watch what's happening, and to choose how you respond instead of just reacting.
It is confidence. The kind of confidence that comes from trusting in your own presence, believing that you are enough, right now, without needing to fill the air with noise.
And really, that's what it all comes down to. It's power, but without any force. It's magnetic. It pulls people towards you without you ever having to push. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about. In a world that is just constantly screaming at us to be louder, to shout to be heard, think about the incredible power of doing the exact opposite. What will you choose to say with your silence?